Welcome to 2020, A Class Dismissed, a video series dedicated to sharing untold stories and experiences from the spread of COVID-19, told directly by the sources themselves, Maine high school seniors of the class of 2020. Ian Dow was born and raised in the town of Winthrop and is now a senior at Winthrop High School. He is the president of the school's student council and a member of both the varsity soccer and lacrosse teams. He plans to head to the University of Maine in Orono come fall to study mechanical engineering. Is that a U Maine shirt you got on?
Oh, it sure is.
Have they put out anything about the fall? Like, is there any concern of it maybe not happening this fall?
There's concern, but University of Maine systems kind of put out saying that they're going to open up their campuses in the fall. I mean, a lot of universities kind of have to. They'd go under if they didn't. But I mean,
Sure.
With certain guidelines and stuff, I'm sure they'll open up. We'll see.
Nice. And it's mechanical engineering, right? That's what you're going for?
Yeah, mechanical engineering.
Okay, awesome. That's my dad's a mechanical engineer by trade. So grew up in a household of things being taken apart and then slowly put back together. What made you want to do mechanical engineering?
I've always been really interested in math and sciences. I just finished Calculus BC today, thank God.
Congrats. Yeah, that's no small accomplishment.
And I just finished AP Chemistry too. I've been taking physics, just really rigorous on the math and sciences because that's what I like to do. So
Nice. So how has that been going in an online context then, since you have been out of school?
You know, it was kind of difficult at first. Our teachers didn't really know what to do, especially with like the accelerated courses, just like trying to keep us interested. But you can't, especially with an online format, you can't give too much work because it's just not going to get done. So it was finding that balance between, keeping us occupied and keeping us engaged with work and, keeping us up to date and not giving us too much work. So at first it was kind of hard, but as things progressed, it was relatively smooth, and I think I was prepared for my AP tests at the end of the year. So
Did it take you a while to sort of get into a groove for doing this online stuff, especially with taking some pretty high level and rigorous courses?
Yeah.
Did you find you had an adjustment period there?
Yeah, there's definitely adjustment period. So originally, middle of March, they said 2 weeks we're going to come back.
Yeah.
And the 2 weeks went by, and they were like, we're not coming back at all. And that's when the teachers kind of were like, we got to start giving these kids work. And I'm kind of a self-directed learner in my own way, so it wasn't like a huge adjustment for me, but just getting myself to do the work. It's not terribly hard for me, but I felt for those students that, need someone to tell them you need to do this or else, there's just so much freedom with this online format that it's definitely harder for other students. I mean, it was difficult for me, but I mean, I got it done. I got all my work done on time. I can meet deadlines pretty well. So.
Do you miss the classroom though?
I love being outdoors, having my own time.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, like I miss seeing my friends all the time, but most of my friends that I hang out with, I can go do like things outside that we're able to stay apart. Hunting, fishing, canoeing, those things. Playing guitar by the campfire, all those things I was pretty much able to do, and I had my free time. I could wake up late, go to bed late. I mean, I've had a really good experience, honestly.
That's interesting to hear. And in some ways, I think I've kind of been waiting to find this experience. Just in all the students that I've talked to so far, right. I think you've been the first one to be very vocal about it, saying like, no, this is actually kind of turned out okay. The day-to-day experience of it aside, though, are there definitely end-of-year experiences senior-related that you're kind of upset to be missing out on?
Well, I think our school is doing a relatively good job with like keeping in touch with us and making sure we have a graduation that we'll remember, that keeps us safe. we're not doing like a Zoom call graduation. We're actually going to put huge screens on the side of the school, and each grad is going to walk into the gym by themselves, get their diploma, and walk back out. And our families can sit outside in their cars. They're going to stream all the audio through an FM station, and we're going to be able to listen to, you know, the speeches and stuff. And I'll be giving a speech, and our valedictorian Gabby will be giving a speech, and it's going to be really cool, I think. And I honestly, I'm going to look at it on the bright side and say, sure, I didn't get a normal graduation, but it's going to be a good story to tell the kids when we get older. It's just like, it's kind of fun. It's a cool experience. But as far as, other than that, no senior skip day, no senior week. I mean, we're like kind of the kings of senior skip day if you think about it.
The ultimate senior skip day.
Yeah. But I'm not that mad.
The speech that you're going to give, have you, I don't know if you've already started working on it yet, but...
I have not.
Okay, that's okay. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I guess I was just curious if, as you just said, this is a very unique experience that you're having. And right. So it would seem pertinent to obviously address the elephant in the room, you know, like, hey, this isn't what it was going to be. I guess I was just curious if you already had a message in mind that you would want to leave your classmates with.
Yeah, well, I think through all of this, it's important to just look at things in the bright light. And I think I'm going to try to communicate that and how, like, this experience has kind of, you know, changed how I see things and, you know, made our senior year more special. I mean, in a lot of ways, more special than any other class for the past 100 years. So...
When you say you started to see things in different ways, like what do you see differently now? How has your perspective changed?
I just think I think you got to look through all of the, you know, the negativity surrounding, you know, you go on Facebook. In the first couple of weeks, I just deleted Facebook. I couldn't look at all of these just people being scared, you know, ragging on people who weren't following social distancing, you know, just so much negativity in the world, and obviously the coronavirus just kind of accelerates all of that. And, you know, I've just kind of taken a step back and, you know, figured out ways that I can enjoy my time by myself. You know, all of these different changes we have to make, wearing masks in the convenience stores, grocery stores. Just, I don't know. I just look at the world a totally different way.
What about your senior lacrosse season?
Last year, we had a really great team, and we went to the state championship, and we lost the state championship. But we had like 9 returning seniors this year, and it was go time. We were going back to that state championship, and, you know, me, lacrosse is my favorite sport. I've never won a state championship before. I'm lucky to have played in one, but to win one would just be a whole different. And also, everyone wants their senior season because you're top of the food chain. You just get to maul everything in sight. You know, everyone's smaller than you. You know, I was going to put up goals and have a good time with my buddies. And, you know, I missed that camaraderie. And I was lucky enough to have a senior soccer season, but I was the only senior on that soccer team. So, you know, I wanted to spend my last couple months with a good group of guys and try to win a state title. So.
If you could give a shout out to anyone in regards to this whole experience so far, who would you want to give a shout out to?
Oh yeah, shout out to my calculus teacher, Miss Kaufman. She's the best. She put in so many hours putting together calculus lessons for it. Calculus is already hard, drawing it on a whiteboard. Try coming up with lessons from your house and you know, doing Zoom calls and all that. I mean, it was just like unreal, and I felt really ready for the test. And also shout out to Miss Shaw. She's my video teacher. She always pushes me to make more videos, and I don't even have her for class anymore, and she always, you know, we text back and forth because I borrow all of her equipment. She gave me one of the school's editing computers for this entire time so I could keep on making films. and
Wow.
I have microphones from her and lighting equipment, and she's just wants me to keep on making films, and she's just supported me all the way. So shout out to Miss Shaw too. She any other questions, any other school questions I have, she'll always answer them for me. It's awesome.
Thanks for your time, Ian, and best of luck with wrapping up your year here.
Yeah, thank you, Bailey.
Absolutely. We'll see you.